Good morning. Hey, so today's video, we're gonna do a little bit of shipped in the morning. That's gonna be our strategy for January. Shipped in the morning and DoorDash shortly after. Basically, I'll start the morning with 1 or 2 shipped orders, whatever I could do in an hour. And by that time, it gives people time to wake up and get hungry and want to order breakfast. So then I'll start up DoorDash for that morning rush. So we putting up on Meyer right now. And I'm not a big shopper, man. I'm really not. If I'm not buying this stuff to put in my own cabinets, it's hard for me to just do this all day. So that's why I could do a couple of them. By that time, I'm all shopped out. And funny thing is, DoorDash is doing a lot of shopping now. They are really turning into Shipt, because I get a lot of Myers with DoorDash and Target and stuff. So at least Shipt pay you more. So keep that in mind. You might have to strategize and not shop with the DoorDashes, pass them up. But I'll take the good ones because I know the stores. I did Shipt for a whole year straight, full time. So I'm pretty good with Shipt. I know the stores. I can knock it out pretty quickly. So we here, let's go. Hey y'all, putting it in here. Working through the stores. I think I got it out this side. Got that. So today I have 2 clients, 2 customers, we'll say. I have a habit of saying clients. If you're gonna hear that sometime. But I am going to get that done with these 2 customers and see how fast we can get up out of this store. I'll be back. So everything went smooth until checkout time. That part, 1 order went through, and then the second order declined. So I had to sit there and call support and deal with that while there was a line of people. That's the most annoying part of the shopping thing. People cars decline. They think, whatever they think, it don't happen, it don't go through, it declined. You just wasted your time shopping, and they pay you like a portion, like a half of the amount or less. So that's okay. We got them out the way. We done. This time it didn't happen that way. They were able to fix it on the support side and make the car go through. So we got our 2 orders. We're gonna deliver those, and then we're gonna start door dashing. So what happened, well, I was hoping didn't happen. So I'm a little behind on time. But that's just the name of the game. All right. So I gotta tell y'all about this quick story here, and then I'm gonna go into the Shipt order that I just completed. So I turned on DoorDash. I went into Einstein Brothers Bagels, and there's usually a longer wait. So I'm back there playing video games on my phone, and then they call out a number, and there's other DoorDashers or Uber Eats or Grubhub in the building. So they call out the name, and so the guy jumps up and grabs the bag. And I let him because I wanted to see what he would do. Was he trying to take it? And he literally was trying to walk out the door. I was like, well, didn't he call the name that I have? And the guy had to take it. He had to give it back to me. So people out here are trying to eat your food. They really are. If you let your guard down, like if I wasn't listening, he would have been out the door. I would have had to wait longer or drop the order. But yeah, he was trying to take that food right out the door. My Shipt orders went well. It kind of had a hiccup with one of the orders at checkout. I don't know if I went into details, but delivered that. Those were worth $20 at the front price. We call it front money and back money because the front money is what you see that grabs your attention to take the order, right? So that was $20 worth. The back money, that's the tip. So $20 before tip, that's good. I'm thinking that hopefully that they're gonna tip. So that could end up being pretty good for an hour's worth of work. Could be, I'm not gonna guess how much, but I grabbed those for a reason. They tend to be 30 or 40 for an hour to start my day off. That's good, and I do that every day. Also, something I do with that money that I'll share with you all. Don't have to add this to your, this is not advice or nothing, but I do have a 2-part strategy. So I am doing these extras so that I can invest faster or extra. I take $5 or $10 from every morning order that I do, or the last order of the day, whichever comes first, because I don't stop until I hit my minimum goal. So that happens, and then this should be bonus. Whatever I do on Shipt should be bonus. So if I made 40, technically I could take the whole 40 and put it into my investment, and I'll give you some info on that in a minute. Or I can just do the 5 or 10 per day, every day. So that should add up pretty fast. I'm just starting that. That's going to be my approach. I'm sure there might be some days that I don't work and I miss it or whatever, but that's why the extra will balance it out and give me an average of $5 a day. So I take that money and I buy either stocks or Bitcoin with it, because I'm not going to take too much risk on that. I'm just doing the very slow road, and some of y'all are like, ooh, Bitcoin is a risk. The government is buying it. Michigan has bought it and sitting on Bitcoin for, you know, you got to look that up. I'm not going to try to break that stuff down. This is not a news channel. This is just what I'm doing, not recommending my thing for you. This is entertainment. But I'm using that money to buy either stocks for my stock account or Bitcoin from that Bitcoin account. And honestly, you could buy $1 of Bitcoin, you know, every day or whatever. It tells you right in the whatever app you use what you can do. So it's really easy for people with low budgets to jump in and do things. So that's why I don't recommend it, but that's why you should probably do your research and look into it. And same thing with stock, because Robinhood, which I don't like Robinhood, you can't pay me to get a Robinhood account, but better than nothing. I just think they're shady, but better than nothing. Fidelity, I think I would choose probably Fidelity or Schwab, but Robinhood, you could put $5 in there and do that every day. So just do your method, do your research, figure out your plan. If you're doing something for the older you, version of you, the future you, we'll call it, because we don't like that word older, the future you, then, you know, you'll be better off. Like, what if your 10-year, what if you started this 10 years ago, 5 years ago? Where would you be at? What would you be able to do? It could be vacation money. It could be you're going to buy a house one day. This is your down payment fund. So better than doing nothing and asking people for money, which a lot of people end up doing. You know, you got to get out there and do it yourself. Don't have to ask nobody nothing. So, all right, I'm out to focus on this direction because I'm remembering it. I need to just go ahead and put my map back on. So that's it for now. So I'm at National Coney, waiting on the order. Waiting. That's the toughest part of this. I'm just waiting on the order. So I give it about 10 minutes and then I gotta hit it. I gotta go. I'm averaging about $20 an hour. This one is worth 12. So we'll see if it's made in time. Take care. So man, I was waiting in there, and you tend to eavesdrop and listen to people's conversations. This lady was talking about that she just taxidermied her dog, and she was thankful for the suggestion of that, and she's sticking it in front of, like, when she entered her house, she's putting it near her front door because her dog used to greet her at the front door. Do people, I guess the answer is yes, but people do that, huh? They'll take their dog that they've had for 10 or 15 years and they'll stuff them and sit them in the house collecting dust. I don't know. To me, that just seemed disrespectful to the dog. I had to mention that. Comment below if you know anybody that have done that and you go over their house and they got their stuffed dead dog or cat sitting right there staring at you. I just need to know. All right. So we're heading for this delivery, and I gotta decide if I'm gonna stay out there because it takes me into another zone, and I thought that'd be a good thing to talk about. So the way DoorDash works is different than Grubhub and Uber Eats. The way Grubhub and Uber Eats work, you drift around. You'll pick up an order and it might drop you off a few cities away, and then you pick up another order there, it drops you off another few cities away. And the way it works in my area, to me it seems like both Uber Eats and Grubhub drifts you north. Like I keep drifting north, or it'll drift you east or west, you know, but you're just not like staying in the area. It doesn't care about keeping you in a certain area. The way DoorDash works, which is different, this man is walking in the middle of the street. Do y'all see this? Y'all see this man right here just in the middle of the street? Okay. The way DoorDash works is you pick your zone and you can stay in your zone. You can bounce around the zone. It will drift out just like before, but you could decide to change your zone to that new zone, or you can come back into your main zone. I choose my zone for a reason, so I come back to my main zone. It's just busier. It's more drivers though, but it's busier, and I do that. This zone that it's taking me into now is just as busy, if not busier, but more traffic, more crazy drivers, less parking. Parking is a headache. So you got to give and take. It might be more tips and more money, but your safety goes down. It's like a video game. The money bar goes up a little bit, the safety bar goes down a little bit, because people drive crazy on Big Beaver Road, and that's what it's called, Big Beaver Road. That's where I'm delivering near, actually. But so that's a strategy point to know like what zones you want to be in, what secondary zones you're cool with switching to. I sometimes switch to them, but I don't think I'm going to do that today because this one is going pretty well. If the money wasn't that great, then I might switch. But that it could be better over there. You just don't know, right? But you can always test it out. You can switch, test it out, and if you don't like it, you can go back. It's just you gotta wait in the time of the year too. Some people are not back to work yet from vacation. So that area is more business district. I'm just not sure if it's gonna be busier or better today. Because when people are off, they usually go to the restaurant themselves and sit down and eat. But like I said, it's pretty good so far today. And it's not even lunchtime. It's not even 10 o'clock in the morning. So I thought I'd share that point, that strategy. And we'll go from there. All right, stick with me. We walking into BJ's. This one worth 20. It's a shopper though. No, I don't like the shoppers, but we're gonna do this one. Stick around. I'll give y'all a little update on how I ended. It's around noon right now. It's around 12 o'clock. And I love it because it's empty around here. Look. So, yeah, let's get this done. I'm gonna pause this. See, look at that. I'm only halfway into the shopping trip. This is what I mean. You got a case of water, you got a case of juice, another case of juice, all these big heavy things. And I'm just hoping I'm not taking it to an apartment, 3rd floor with no elevator. Not done yet, so we will see how this shapes up. And fingers crossed, they are good tippers, but we will see. I'm Go get some milk. Stay tuned. Okay, this is the last item, and I don't know if I lost out on this one, because you can see nobody want to play around with this. Nobody wants to do this one. It was $20 for 13 miles, but I got to give my back on this one. It's a lot. So another part of the strategy: avoid shopping trips, especially if they are like Sam's Club, Costco, or BJ's, because everything is huge. 23 items, it fills the whole cart up and weighs it down. You know the heavy stuff is the water and the pop. So I just did it. I'm banking and hoping that they're gonna tip. But that's not guaranteed. So we're going through, getting the day done. It's a little after 12. Only took me 10 minutes though, because I know where everything at. So that's the good part. All right, well, I'm about to check out. Okay, update on the BJ's delivery. I think the total was about $22.50. So not bad. I call that charity work. But if you're gonna do charity work, at least I made $22.50 in that hour. I say that because it wasn't matching all the criteria. I'm way out of my zone. I don't want to switch zones, so I had to pause the app and drive all the way back to the zone during the best time of the day, lunchtime. So I'm burning time. I probably could have made that same money doing 2 or 3 other, quick deliveries around the area. But I took it, I did it, and that's just what it is. So since about 9 a.m., I'm around $75, and it's a little bit after 12. And then I also had that $20 plus the unknown potential tip on the shipped order. So total, I'm at least 95, hopefully more. And I got a few more hours before I chill and go find something else to do for the day. Tired because you seen what I was moving around, and they had some stairs. So I got my workout in. I won't be taking no more of that today. That's just, it takes a lot out of you, and but I can't complain. $22 just to move around some boxes. Come on now. Other people are working a lot harder for that much money in the world. So no complaints. I'm very thankful. But just trying to stick to my strategy, and we just talking about strategy. And as far as that go, that might have not been the best play, because I still got 15 minutes to drive back to the zone. So think about that. It was $20 with about a 13-minute mile drive out, right? But then I got to drive 13 miles back to that same area. So if it was $35, I'd have been a little bit heavier, but okay. All right, just giving y'all an update on this day, just showing you how the day goes. It's not the best day either. It's cold out. It's kind of flurries. The roads are better now. The streets are not as slick as they were this morning. So it'd have been an easy day to stay home and just stay home and relax and stay warm. But I still came out here. I already made what I want to invest with, and the rest, obviously, I'm paying bills. So that's the update so far. And I'll give a final update in a bit. I got a decent little drive ahead. I'm just still trying to figure out where I'm gonna fall in place with this channel, how I feel about it, how I want to do it. I don't want to just straight talk at the camera, even though I got a lot of information. Not everybody want to be taught something, so I do want to have some kind of entertainment also. So without going too far off the strategy, the plan, I gotta customize it for me, so I can stay interested in doing it. So that's what we're gonna do. The YouTube strategy, to try to include it with my daily normal life of working. I gotta make it fun for myself so I don't get bored with it, or it doesn't seem too tedious. So hopefully y'all are interested in seeing some of this, and we'll see how it develops. Comment below if you got any thoughts or ideas. If you want me to include the investment piece and talk about that a little more, comment below and let me know. I'm really into that kind of stuff anyway, but I don't want to create an investment channel. If we sprinkle it a little bit in, have that conversation together, that's perfect. That's all it should be anyway. In your regular life, just sprinkle it in a little bit at the same time, and it's gonna help you. It's gonna tongue tied. It's gonna raise your trajectory. Hopefully, that's what I'm hoping to do for me. All right, that's it. Thank you. All right, final update. I'm just gonna go ahead and make this before even completing the delivery. So I'm gonna wrap my day up. I just picked up my last one. It's for $18 before tip, maybe. We don't know that yet. It's a far one for 18 miles, but it's not too far from where I live. So my strategy there, about a half an hour drive basically to get to the delivery spot, but another 10 minutes to go back home, coming back in that, coming back east basically. So I took it because I'm going to go ahead and hang out with a few people. It's 2:00 p.m. so I'm wrapping my day up. A little run back on the day. I started at 8. That first one, it came back to be $50, I think $51. I don't know if that's with one of the deliveries tipping or both yet. It could be just one. So that's $50 to start the day for that hour's worth of work. And then with DoorDash, I'm at 85 plus the 18. That puts me around 102. Just throwing numbers up real quick. So good day for, what is that? 8 to 2:30-ish, a little over 6 hours, $150 roughly, over like almost 155, between there. Usually I will work a little bit longer, a couple of more hours, but I'm going ahead and wrap it up soon and cut it at that point. I'm probably not going to talk about numbers every day. That would be real boring real fast, but that gives you a good look on what you can do if you took it, to a higher level than just dropping food off and just kind of focused on the customer service and strategy. You can make $150 in 6 hours. So in the summertime when I'm doing real estate, depending on how many appointments I have or how long that might take, I'll still get this in also and do maybe 4 hours of this to get over a certain goal. My goals change daily or weekly, whatever's due at that time, the goal might change. So, and yours could too, based on what you have on the table. That's the best part to me about it, is you design what you want to get out of it, and with strategy you can get it. And you got to keep your numbers high. You got to keep your completion numbers high, your ratings high. Everything got to be whatever their criteria is. I can go into that more. I don't have it in front of me, so I don't want to just say things that might not be the case. But if you keep your criteria high, you will get the best deals. Now, some people keep it all at 100%. They just take everything, they deliver everything, because their strategy is that they want catering. If you keep your numbers basically perfect, which is kind of tough to do. I'll just look away from the phone and I'll miss a delivery. Like, I'll miss an opportunity to grab one. So I can't, I don't know. I'll miss that just from like going to the gas station and my phone isn't here and it's ringing for me to grab a deal. So I might miss them that way. I might not have 100% because of that. But some people do so that they can get catering. Catering is nice. I still get catering. I don't know if I did have higher numbers, would I get more catering? Would I get higher? I don't know how that part works, but when I do get it, it's nice. It depends. So it's all in strategy. And how do you get strategy? Through time. Like, I got mine through time. I never paid nobody. I don't think you should pay nobody for strategy. People should share it and help each other. But if somebody's charging, the strategy probably not too different from going to somebody's channel and getting it for free. Because there's a lot of people that DoorDash or Uber Eats or Lyft, all of these different ones, and they'll tell you about their strategy and they'll show you their day, like I did today. So you gotta do your research, man. You don't need to pay nobody nothing. I wouldn't pay nobody anything, you know, because you don't know how good that information is gonna be. Or this isn't brain surgery, right? Just don't put too much I guess weights or pressure on yourself. You know, you're gonna be able to figure it out. It's not brain surgery. Just gotta treat it like it's a 9-to-5 job. If you're doing it full time, if you're doing it part time, still treat it like a real job. And you're gonna jump up the ranks to be able to get first come, first serve. Basically, is what it is. The higher your ratings are, you get it before the person that's lesser ratings under you. So if there's 4 people parked in the same parking lot by the restaurants, the person with the highest ratings get the first dibs, and they get the first choice to pass on it. If it's not a good deal, they'll pass on it, and then they go to the next person in line and go to the next person in line. If it's a great deal, because the best ones come to that highest number first, they'll grab that, and then the next highest number of rating, I'm just talking about the ratings, the next highest rating, they'll get the next one. It's just kind of going, it's pretty fair. It's pretty fair based on your performance, based on your efforts. It's similar to how sales companies run. They treat the higher performing salesperson very good, you know, very nice. They roll out the red carpet for the higher performing salespeople because they carry the whole company. The bottom tier people are either new and learning, or they're just never gonna get there. They've been there for years and they're just never gonna get there for whatever their reasons are. They might not get that same good treatment. So this is the same way. I like it that way. I like it because it's fair. You know what you need to do to get the best. So if you want better, you know what you need to do to get it. So that is the video for today. I'm gonna go ahead and make this whole drive out here, literally passing my house to continue driving to go to this other place. So that's always annoying, to be passing your house. It's like, oh man, I could be done and just chill, but I'm gonna go ahead and knock this last one out. So thank you. Subscribe if you like this. If you don't have to subscribe, but I'm gonna still continue this. I'm gonna try to knock these out every day. If not, it will fall into some type of schedule. But thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed yourself. Comment, let me know what you think, and see you later.